Tareck.
Habibi.
Adeeb?
Adeeb.
Adeeb.
See, yeah.
This man is as Egyptian. Well, not as Egyptian as I am. I'm a little more Egyptian. And the reason is I was born in Cairo, Egypt. His parents were born in Egypt, correct?
That's right, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but how old were you? Okay, so how your parents went to Egypt, from Egypt to, are they both from Egypt or
Yeah.
that one was in English?
No, both from Egypt, yeah.
And why did they move to England?
Well, my dad was a doctor,
Yeah,
and during the time when
an Egyptian doctor, how odd.
yeah.
Yeah, rare, so rare.
Yeah.
And your father's name?
Adeeb.
No, his first name.
Adeeb.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
using the old Egyptian
Yeah.
way. So
Yeah.
my father was Edward Shenouda Bichet, and I'm supposed to be Sammy Edward Shenouda,
Yeah.
but we didn't do that. We just
Well-
went with Sammy Bichet.
Well, it's Tareck Adeeb Ghanem, yeah? Tareck Adeeb Ghanem is my actual name.
But Ghanem is a name I've never heard that word even,
Really?
let alone, yeah. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, were your parents Muslim by choice or because they were raised Muslim or
Raised
because...
Muslim.
So you're part of the Arab population.
Yeah.
So you were the conquerors that kicked out my people.
You think so?
Oh, I appreciate that. Well, listen,
think
just to
so?
be clear, I'm Coptic, which means I'm part of the indigenous population of Egypt. And the Arabs came down in,
Yeah.
the 1500s?
Well, I think my bloodline is pretty stretched.
Stretched in what way?
Well, I haven't done the genetic test.
Why not?
I don't
What are
know.
you afraid of?
I just had a bit of resistance to it.
Huh?
Even I had a bit of resistance to it.
Do you really? Do you have a
Well-
lot of resistance to a lot of things like truth and authenticity?
No.
No. Okay.
But I'm kind of open to it.
Are you?
I mean, I think like someone taking your blood, analysing it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being a bit
It's really your
old-fashioned.
spit. Don't worry about the blood.
Well.
Yeah, you spit in the tube and mail it off.
Sure.
But don't send it to 23andMe. They are crooks.
Okay.
They got hacked, and now nobody uses them. It's Ancestry.com, and I should get paid for this. You know, Well, honestly, Ancestry is the one that has a secure database.
Okay.
23andMe got wiped out,
Right.
just so you know. But I've done both,
Okay.
and they both gave me the same answers.
Oh yeah. But you really appreciate that
Yeah.
answer, right?
Yes, and you actually have the features of an ancient Egyptian. So I would say that there are some ancient bloodlines in you.
Yeah. There are.
Well, the Arabs look a little different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think maybe my mum's bloodline might have come from that, maybe the Turkish or whatever,
Yeah.
possibly. Even that's only because my brother is...
Well, that part is the Arab part.
right, that's what I'm
The
saying.
Turks.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
the Turks that actually took over
That's
Egypt.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But my...
No hard feelings.
Conquerors are everywhere, aren't
That's
they?
right.
At certain times in life, you know?
And am I asking for payment? No, I'm not asking reparations or
Yeah,
land back or
right,
anything. Vancouver, they're
yeah.
giving it back. Don't even get me going. So you were saying, and your dad, his ancient roots.
I think that's the line that is. It's only because my brother's done it.
The name of Ghanem is not in any recollection of my understanding of Arabic a Muslim name.
Well,
Have you ever heard another Muslim with the name Ghanem? Because it almost sounds like a Hebrew name.
I reckon it probably there's part of that there too.
And I'm wondering if the actual pronunciation is Ghanem. You pronounce it Ghanem,
Well, it could be Ghanem. I think it's Ghanem.
but you have to do the Ghanem.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a GH, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. Yes.
So, and then you have the EIM. It's a Ghanem.
Ghanem.
Or Ghanem. Which again sounds more of a either Hebrew or Coptic origin.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of history in my bloodline.
That's what I think, and I
Yeah.
want you to do. Can you do it for me?
It's funny because Kaya, just interviewed Kaya. He said to do the same thing because he said it was life changing for him.
He did his, eh?
Yeah, he did his, and he encouraged me to do it.
You got to do it. Spin
Yeah.
the tube. It's $120.
Yeah, it's not about the money. It's
I
just,
know, but
yeah,
are you afraid to find out something?
not really. I'm almost like happy with myself, but
Well, no, it doesn't change that.
yeah.
It's not about your what you think or feel of yourself. It's just more information about who the people were before you.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that I need actually. That's what Kaya was saying.
Yeah.
because he's been mentoring me.
Yeah.
And he was saying that part of my disconnect is part of my trauma, part of
That's
the reason.
probably very true.
And that's what he said. He said that I grew up in England.
Yeah.
So my dad being a doctor.
Yeah.
My mum, proud Egyptians.
Yeah.
But more kind of like, well, from what I heard, the story was that there was a certain amount of doctors that would stay in Egypt.
Yeah.
Because the job was whatever, shrinking kind of thing. And the other half, well, maybe go to Europe or America.
Well, you can make more money up there.
Yeah. I mean,
Egypt's healthcare system is, believe it or not, they are top in the world for diagnostic. Did you know that? Do you know why? They can't afford the machines. I'm not kidding. My father had a PhD in pharmacology from the University of Cairo.
Okay.
Worked for the head of research for a Cairo, what's it called, pharmaceutical company. But because he wasn't Muslim, he could only rise so far.
Oh, really?
My mother, her father was the dean of the American College, and she became a teacher. So they got together, very interesting story there, purposefully to go and emigrate into either Canada or the United States. And you know how they picked? You will not believe me. Are you ready?
Okay.
They sent letters to the embassies of both countries with their curriculum vitae and their applications. And they prayed to God and said, God will tell us which place to go because we'll know by the first letter that comes back to accept us. Canada's came back on Wednesday and the United States came back on Thursday.
Ooh.
The postal system determined where I was to grow up.
It was fate. Kismet.
Kismet. Ya Lahi. So you are doing what? I mean, last night when we were talking, your wife is an incredible woman, and she's so intelligent and knowledgeable and comes across like a well-spoken, person. And you played the guitar.
The gypsy spirit.
And you were awesome.
That was just, by the way, I'd never done that before.
That was awesome. And I love that you actually you freewheeled it. You literally did some rap and it was great. And I knew what you were doing. I mean, because, I play a little bit and I sing. Other people are wondering if you were trying to sing a song or anything, but, some other people picked up on the fact that you're just playing the chords and saying what you were saying, which is rapping. And you were rapping as well.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know what you do. I know that you also know a little bit of astrology like she is.
Sure.
But what do you actually do?
Yeah. Well,
someone pays you for something, right?
Right. Okay, so I've been in the holistic healthcare industry over the last 8 years.
I bet your dad loves that.
Well, rest in peace, he's not here anymore. But yes, But I agree that he wouldn't have been really aware or understanding of it, right?
Right.
But I did like hypnotherapy, astrology, EFT, which is emotional freedom technique.
Yeah. Is that the tapping?
Well. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And I combined them all.
Yeah.
Using astrology as well.
Yeah.
To find the chart, and then from there I created something called integrated healing arts.
Okay.
But I'm actually transitioning into more wealth creation now.
Yeah.
So that's the shift that's been going on for me.
So health creation and wealth creation.
Same thing. Health and wealth is the same thing.
Yeah. There's no reason you can't get paid to heal people. Doctors have been doing it for 1,000 years.
Right. But my background was radio.
Yeah.
Sales.
I was radio too.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
How long were you in radio for?
Well, about 15 years.
No kidding. In England.
Yeah. I still do some shows as well.
Right.
But it was all sorts of areas.
Right.
Sales.
Yeah.
All of it.
Were you on air or you in sales?
Well, I did both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I worked in corporate radio for a period. Local radio.
I bet you were good at it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I had a show though on community radio. That's what I liked the most.
Yeah.
That was what I preferred.
Yeah.
Because you could do what you want, right?
Well, why do you think I got back into this? In the 90s, I had a show. I had awesome time talking to people and having good conversations. And, and then I got fired, not once, 7 times actually. 7 different radio stations. That's another story. But don't forget, I actually got hired by 7 different radio stations, and that's saying something.
Right.
So now, here I am in my 60s. I've been a photographer for many years. I've got all the equipment, and I have something I want to say. And there's questions I want to ask.
Right.
And every time I'm hearing people. I've been cruising. I do 60 cruises now. I've done, and I try to spend 2 to 3 months of the year, if not more, on cruise ships. And I hear all these people talking, and I see successes, and I see the victims, and I see the trauma, and I see the frustrations, and I'm seeing the population is all messed up with all the internet stuff now and the social media. And then suddenly the one president does one thing and then the whole world reacts, and then some other president comes along and the world reacts, and everybody seems to be just discombobulated, and nobody really seems to be centered anymore.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find people who are actually trying to recenter humanity.
Yeah.
And then I met you.
Yeah, yeah.
And I met your beautiful wife, and Kaya, and his beautiful sister, and Rose, I think her name is, and some other people that are truly up to something.
Yeah.
And I just want to find out what it is they're up to and how we can learn from you.
Yeah. Well, I've got a book coming out in May, June, and it's called A Path to Peace, Purpose and Discernment in the Time of AI. So that's what it's...
Purpose and discernment in the time of AI.
Yeah.
Now, are you coming from the premise that AI is going to disrupt your peace, or are you coming from the premise that AI will enhance your peace?
Well, it's a good question, because it really starts from the I always. So whether it disrupts or doesn't is a choice, right?
Well, are people afraid of AI?
It's whether you choose fear or not.
Okay, but that's a separate issue.
Okay.
Because people generally either live in fear or they don't.
Right. So that's
you recognize that.
Yeah, that's the heart of it, though.
Okay, so let's assume that we're not talking about the average person who lives in fear.
Okay.
Let's go from the intellectual perspective.
Okay.
Now we look at AI objectively. Am I concerned about AI? Will it lead to peace, or will it lead to war? Will it lead to enlightenment and knowledge and wisdom, or will it lead to more ignorance?
Again, that's the choice, isn't it? I'm sorry to say it, but that's
no, I'm asking you.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying
so
is...
what's your choice?
Right, I'll tell you what AI... my choice. Yeah. I believe it leads to empowerment, for sure.
Good.
Yeah, I believe it's just a disruptor.
Yeah.
It's a tool. It is an exponential tool.
It is.
It's an accelerator. I would consider it almost, when we get to AGI and ASI.
Yeah.
So artificial general intelligence, artificial superintelligence.
Wow, you know about this stuff.
Yeah.
Did you use it to write your book?
Not really, a little bit of it.
Because I'm using it to write mine.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's useful to get good grammar and things like that.
No, more than that.
Well, yes, you can do more than that, I know. But what I'm saying is it's useful for that.
Yeah.
You know, someone who can't write a book or is worried about writing.
Most people can't.
Most people can't.
But most people don't have anything to say, though.
Right.
So
it just depends. If you want to write a book, then AI is a great tool to help you initially.
Yeah.
But I think really you have to have most of the content of your words there for AI to maybe...
Okay, but I'm only bringing it up because you put it in the title of your book.
Yeah.
So how does it integrate?
Well, it's going to integrate everywhere.
No, in your book, how do you tie it together, the path to peace?
Okay, right.
In the age of AI.
Yeah. So to be at peace in any environment is a process. It's like we talk about all the mystery schools, all the religions. It's about finding peace, right? So that's the most important thing. The reason why AI suddenly becomes potentially dangerous or more accelerated fear is because, well, I mean, I go into this in the book, things like technocracy, manipulation, deepfake, all these sorts of ways of exaggerating already what could be a psyop or what could be distorted.
But all that stuff already existed for the last 50 years anyway.
Yeah.
They're just now, instead of it being in the newspaper and on the radio and on television, it's now ingrained in our phones, in our messages, and our Facebook and our social media. So you're seeing something more, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, because ADD and these sorts of conditions are now accelerating, and people want.
But are they, or are we just kind of saying that they are?
I would say there's more mental illness on the planet now. Yeah, I would say there
Wouldn't that have a lot more to do with the fact that we're now more aware that there's suffering around us and there's nothing we can do about it?
I'd say I'd agree with that. We have more time to consider these things.
Yeah.
I think if we.
But do we really? We've always had the time, but we're now choosing to waste that time on doom scrolling. Whereas people like yourself, you have the same time that everybody else has, 24 hours in a day, and you've chosen to use your time in a different way. You don't have more time or less time. You have well-managed time.
Right. So that's really interesting because that's kind of like the key to success. That's like a different sort of topic, really. You know,
Yeah.
That's just.
Don't worry, this is part one. I'm going to nail you on a few things because you have too much to say.
Well, to be fair, the next books do go into this sort of stuff. So, you're right to say it, because this is the set. This book is the setup.
Yeah.
This is like looking at the reality of the now.
Yeah.
Which really is an old world that is ending.
Yeah.
And a new world that is beginning.
Okay, and the world ended and began and ended and began probably 100 times. So again, I'm going to nail you on what are you saying is different about the next world?
Well, because it's relevant to us, firstly. We have to remember that we are participating with that outcome.
Sure.
So, it might have happened before, but if you look at historiography, right, things happen in the past, we have a perception of the past, but it doesn't mean that we're not living it in the now, right?
Okay, but come on. I keep hearing this argument, but at the same time, I'm going to give you this back to you.
Yeah.
The people in China or Vietnam or Cambodia who are picking rice every single day, it's the same day as their grandparents 100 years ago and 200 years ago. Nothing has changed. The world is exactly the same.
Sure.
So what you're describing is a first world problem.
In terms of the depression, you mean, and the ADD?
All of that crap.
I would
and
agree.
this misgendered and non-binaries.
That is definitely related to the West.
And I identify as a puppy cat or whatever. I don't even understand half of the stuff that I'm hearing these days.
Yeah, sure. No, you're right. All those distortions lend more towards that. And that's where the technocracy and, again, the lack of empowerment and also the lack of groundedness comes in. And that's where the distortions come in, So
did you read the book called The Alphabet versus the Goddess?
Gosh, no, I haven't read it, no.
So you're not aware of what's in the book?
Is it about AI and stuff?
No.
Okay.
So you're not aware of what's in the book?
No.
So it doesn't affect you?
Exactly.
Isn't that the point?
Yeah, I agree.
When people are not hearing about something, it doesn't affect them.
No, I agree.
But suddenly our social media comes along, throws some shit at them, and now suddenly they're thinking and they're making up, and then they're watching other people who are trying to get clickbait because everybody wants to get paid. And now they're thinking this one's right. Oh, and this is even worse than I thought. But they don't know the source material. They're reading iterations of different people's opinions. And, just like we can even make the argument that the New Testament was written in multiple languages. And by the time that Constantine put the canons together, he was using Greek, translations. Sure. But the original person that they're talking about, Jesus, he spoke in Aramaic, and only St. Thomas, or Thomas, was the one that wrote the book in Aramaic, but it wasn't included. Right. So coming back to AI exists only in your consciousness if you're aware of it.
100%.
And you are saying that the people who are aware of it are going to be challenged to finding their path to peace.
What I'm saying is that I think everybody will be affected by AI.
You can't say the word everybody.
All right. What I'm saying is
because the guy picking rice is not going to have AI affect
you could be in an indigenous culture who's been living like in their indigenous environment for their entire life. So you're right.
Oh, come on. We don't have to go that far.
No, I'm agreeing.
The guy picking rice in Vietnam.
So that, all right, okay.
This is not the indigenous tribe of anything.
No, but I'm saying like
undiscovered.
No. What I'm saying is in that level, they've been living like that and never been, not by the Industrial Revolution, not by the Agricultural Revolution, and not affected by the Technological Revolution.
Amazon, sure.
So, there is always going to be that potentially that exists on the planet.
Sure.
Now, with, like say, the process of the internet, globalization, these sorts of connecting the dots, moving away from, let's say, linear or separate sort of ways, these continental, this one world, all that kind of stuff is because of the internet. And
but shouldn't we have one world order? Wouldn't that make more people safer and healthier and have access to more wealth?
Plato would agree with you,
Sure he would.
But,
even Socrates would.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's certain people who believe in that. And even neo-feudalists would think it's a good idea too.
Sure. I mean, you can go to every extreme. Hitler wanted one world.
So, you know,
But
right.
Nero,
Right.
Caligula, all of them wanted one world.
Yeah.
Even Cleopatra tried, but she got the wrong date.
So, you know, so whatever system, the thing is,
Yeah.
what is fascinating, how I see it anyway, is that AI, and then really it's AGI and ASI. Like, this is a primitive version of what's coming.
Oh, you're going way over our heads now, man.
Well,
Part 2.
well, just saying that this evolution, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. This evolution
Yeah.
is like the sort of like space odyssey moment, like, you know, like the sort of like
Right,
when the fire was created, let's say with Neanderthal, and then suddenly
You're talking
Homo
this is the
sapiens-
wheel?
I think this is the exponential shift. Yes.
Really?
I think it is because when
Okay, we're going to get more into this
Yeah,
after,
yeah.
but you have to eat.
yeah.
You gave me a time,
Yeah,
and
you're
I've
right,
gone
yeah.
over it, and
No,
I want to
thank you.
respect
No, I
that.
appreciate that, Sammy. Yeah.
Honestly, Tareck,
Yeah.
please, let's do this more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.